3rd and 26. They have one timeout left.
This is like the light box. You could have gotten numbers, but just didn't.
You better hurry.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is disaster in the making here. You're going to have to do something when it comes down to this play. Incomplete, and the game is over. Completely botched at the end by the Bears.
What is up, everybody? It is Super Team Sports Entertainment back with another video, and this will probably be the last time I make a video like this on the Chicago Bears. I've seen enough the past two games against the Vikings and now against the Detroit Lions today. The Bears pretty much ruined every Chicago Bears fan's Thanksgiving based on that final drive of the game. Very hard to watch, especially when they had a timeout to use and they didn't use it in the final 10 seconds of play. Instead, as you guys saw, I posted it at the beginning of this video. Caleb Williams just kind of threw the ball up there, and it just wasted all the time the Bears had. So once again, the Bears lose in heartbreaking fashion. They are finding new ways each week to lose games in any way possible. We had that blocked field goal by Green Bay a few weeks back. We had that comeback against the Minnesota Vikings to fall short in overtime. And now this week, I guess, mismanaging the play clock. So I don't know what next week will bring against the 49ers, but I'm not going to talk about that game, and I'm not going to talk about any of the other games this year. Because I'm pretty much going to be saying the exact same thing I've been saying in the previous videos I've made on the Bears, and that is to make a coaching change. Still yet to see it, but hopefully it happens within the next few hours. I'm hoping tomorrow they finally decide to let go of Matt Eberflus, but who knows? They've kept him for long enough. I think Chicago Bears fans and the players have went through enough torture with him as head coach. I think Ryan Poles needs to make the right choice and fire Matt Eberflus tomorrow, because something's got to change. These players have lost all motivation, and I said this in my video regarding the Bears and Patriots. I said the same exact thing. Everyone's getting tired of the horrible play calls and the mismanaged play clock. It's just getting old at this point, and everyone is suffering watching these games week in and week out, and nothing getting done about it afterwards. It's the same thing every week, and the Bears are finding the worst ways possible to lose close games. They have a lot of potential, and I'm being honest. They look like a really, really good team. They really do, but it's the coaching that hurts them in the end, and it's been the same exact scenario all season long. So the Chicago Bears need to make a change. Ryan Poles needs to make the right decision. Otherwise, like I've seen from many Chicago Bears fans and what I've heard, and then we start to question how Ryan Poles is, and we start to question if he really is capable of handling his job and making the right calls. Because, I mean, when fans and players are making better decisions than upper management, then you know that there's a problem. I mean, it makes a lot of sense what we're saying, but it makes absolutely no sense what these experienced professionals are doing. So it really just doesn't make any sense. The Bears have kept Matt Eberflus for way too long, and something needs to get done as soon as possible. Like I said, I'm really done talking about it, because it's going to be the same exact thing week in and week out until they actually get rid of Matt Eberflus, or just make more changes than that in general. I think Ryan Poles, I'm really starting to question him if he decides to keep Eberflus even longer. It's frustrating because we can talk about it all we want, but it's really up to them and in terms of making changes. So it's the ball is in their court at this point. We can talk all we want. We can post on social media our frustrations all we want, but at the end of the day, it's up to them to make the call, and they're going to do whatever they feel is necessary regardless. So making a video about this dreadful season, it's just, I'm not going to continue to do it. I think there's better things to talk about. There's better things to post on my YouTube channel other than complaining about how the Bears are losing games week in and week out. It starts to take a toll on you. Definitely did today because, I mean, everyone was saying how the Bears should have called a timeout, should have managed the clock better, and it just didn't happen. It didn't happen against the Packers. They could have taken a few more plays to make an easier field goal for Santos. They didn't do that. Last week, I mean, we were down pretty big, and I mean, yeah, we came back, but I mean, still, we should have never really been in that position. This week, today rather, just same thing. You know, we had the opportunity to win the game, and we just couldn't do it. And honestly, it's dreadful to watch. I'm going to still watch, though, because I love the Chicago Bears. However, you know, am I going to get super upset about it? No, because, I mean, we're 4-8. Playoffs are looking very grim right now. It does not look like we're obviously going to make the playoffs this year. But we can have hope for next year. I hope the Chicago Bears make the correct changes so they can make it back to the playoffs for the first time since 2020. But that remains to be seen. Ryan Poles needs to make the right choice and make a change at head coach. But, you know, I feel like they've had many opportunities to do that. They were, you know, losing 3, 4, 5 straight, but they haven't made that choice yet. And like I said, we can talk about it all day, all night, about how the Bears need to make changes and how, you know, Matt Eberflus is not a good coach, but really I don't know what Ryan Poles is seeing, but it's up to them. You know, they're the ones who are going to make the choice at the end of the day, and we're not going to make it for them, unfortunately. Like I said, a lot of what us Bears fans are saying make a lot of sense, and it will obviously, I mean, it can even take just someone who doesn't even watch football will know that, you know, watching these past 6 Bears games, there needs to be changes and head coaching for making these horrible calls to cost us these games week in and week out. And even if you watch football all the time, like myself, everybody knows that if a team continues to stink this bad and find the most lopsided ways to lose, that there needs to be changes made at head coach or, you know, I mean, head coach, obviously, but even like higher up. I mean, if Ryan Poles is going to continue to keep Eberflus in and not try to make changes to better the team, then, I mean, yeah, we're going to start questioning himself and if he is able to run at that position. Because, I mean, yeah, he's got some good players, but he's deciding to hurt the team by keeping an inexperienced head coach in for the Chicago Bears. And they could easily make a change, find a better coach. Like I said, Bill Belichick, Ben Johnson. I mean, there's plenty of coaches out there who would be a much better fit than Matt Eberflus. But we will see how the Bears manage this within the next couple weeks. Playoffs are looking very grim right now, but for us Bears fans, we're looking forward to next year, and hopefully they make the correct changes. And that's pretty much all there is to say about the Chicago Bears. This season is pretty much over, so it's going to be the last video I make on them. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And yeah, I will be back with more videos like this and highlights. And yeah, have a good Thanksgiving, and hopefully the Bears get a win next week against the 49ers.